The 4 best foods to improve gut function. After 50. After the age of 50, the human body begins to change at all levels, and the digestive system is one of the first to feel these shifts. Metabolism slows, enzyme production decreases, the gut microbiome becomes less diverse. The intestinal walls lose tone, and peristalsis no longer works as efficiently as it once did. As a result, familiar problems begin to appear. Bloating, heaviness, frequent constipation, unstable stools, gas, and sometimes inflammation. The good news? The right foods can literally revive the gut, restore its microbiome, improve digestion, and bring back daily comfort. To keep the gut functioning like a precise, well-coordinated system, your diet must include foods rich in fiber, probiotics, prebiotics, enzymes, and polyphenols. Below, you will learn about the 4 foods nutrition experts most frequently recommend to people after age 50 foods that should form not just an addition to the diet, but a foundation for a healthy gut. Why does gut function decline after 50? Understanding why gut health changes makes it easier to support yourself effectively. 1. Slower peristalsis. With age, the muscles of the intestines lose elasticity and tone. They move more slowly, food travels longer, and this leads to constipation and feelings of fullness. 2. Changes in the microbiome. After 50, the number of beneficial bacteria decreases while opportunistic bacteria increase. This affects immunity, digestion, and even mood. 3. Reduced enzyme production. The pancreas produces fewer enzymes, which worsens food breakdown. Even familiar meals can cause discomfort. 4. Hormonal changes. Estrogen levels drop in women and testosterone levels drop in men. These hormonal shifts strongly influence gut function. 5. Accumulated dietary mistakes. Years of irregular eating, stress, inactivity, and long-term use of certain medications, especially antibiotics and NSAIDs, eventually impact the gut. 6. Low fiber intake. Most people over 50 don't consume enough fiber. Yet fiber is the main engine of intestinal movement. 7. Chronic dehydration. The feeling of thirst decreases with age. So many people simply drink less water. As a result, stools become harder and digestion slows. To support gut health, it is important to add foods that improve motility, increase beneficial bacteria, gently cleanse the intestines, reduce inflammation, normalize stool, decrease gas and bloating, nourish the microbiome. Below are the 4 most important foods for gut health after 50. Food No. 1. Fermented dairy products with probiotics. Kefir, natural yogurt, Ryazhenka, acidophilus milk. These are true living foods for the gut. Why are they so important after 50? Because they contain probiotics, live beneficial bacteria that restore microbiome balance. And the microbiome is the foundation of digestion and 70% of the immune system. Probiotics help reduce bloating, normalize stool for both constipation and loose stools, strengthen immunity, reduce inflammation of the intestinal lining, help synthesize B vitamins, improve absorption of calcium and magnesium, reduce the risk of irritable bowel syndrome. Which product is best? Look for kefir, 1 to 2.5% fat, natural yogurt without sugar, Greek yogurt, Ryazhenka, bio-kefir with live cultures, traditional fermented milk products, ideal ingredient list, milk plus, starter culture, nothing more. How to use for best results daily consumption, 150-250 millimolar best taken in the evening, but not right before sleep, can be mixed with flaxseed or oat bran, minimum course, 3 to 4 weeks. Food No. 2. Flax seeds. One of the most effective foods for gentle, natural improvement of intestinal function. Why are flax seeds so helpful after 50? Because they contain soluble and insoluble fiber, omega-3 fatty acids, natural plant mucilage, antioxidants. What flax seeds do for the gut? Gently cleanse the intestines, increase stool volume, improve peristalsis, reduce inflammation, protect the intestinal lining, speed the passage of food, help with chronic constipation, reduce acidity. Flax mucilage works like a natural, soothing balm for the digestive tract. How to take them? Ideally, 1–2 teaspoons of freshly ground flax seeds in the morning with a glass of water. Also great in kefir, porridge, salads, vegetable smoothies. Important, grind the seeds right before use for maximum effect. Food. Number 3. Plum products. Fresh plums, prunes. Prunes are one of the most effective natural laxatives. Why do prunes work especially well after 50? Because they contain sorbitol, a gentle natural laxative, lots of fiber, compounds that stimulate motility, phenolic substances that reduce inflammation. Prunes also help regulate blood sugar and cholesterol. How to take them? Best option? 3 to 5 prunes in the evening, soaked in hot water for 15 minutes. You can also make a digestive dessert. Kefir, 2–3 tablespoons oat bran, 3 prunes. This works very gently but effectively. Food. Number 4. Vegetables rich in fiber. No single product improves intestinal function better than regular vegetables. After 50, fiber becomes essential every day. Top vegetables for gut health: broccoli, carrots, zucchini, beets, cabbage if well tolerated, spinach, celery, cucumbers, pumpkin. Why they help? Increase stool volume, stimulate peristalsis, feed beneficial bacteria, remove toxins, reduce inflammation, support microbiome diversity, improve digestion. Vegetables act both as a broom and as a food source for probiotics. To build a strong, resilient, and well-functioning digestive system after the age of 50, it's not enough to add a few beneficial foods. Gut health depends on complex physiological processes: balanced microbiota, proper motility, enzyme activity, mucosal protection, and inflammatory control. The 4 foods described earlier form a strong foundation, but to achieve real, lasting improvements, it's important to integrate additional strategies, supportive foods, and lifestyle habits. Below, you will find a comprehensive continuation, deeper explanations of how each product works, additional digestive-friendly foods, doctor-recommended dietary rules, foods that harm gut function, after 50 a sample daily meal plan, tips for restoring the microbiome, hydration, and movement guidelines, sleep and stress recommendations, long-term maintenance strategies. This complete guide provides a holistic approach to intestinal well-being and helps minimize age-related digestive discomfort. Detailed explanation of how each product supports the gut. 1. Fermented dairy products. A daily microbiome reset. A healthy gut microbiome affects immunity, hormone balance, mood, and digestion. After 50, beneficial bacteria decline naturally, which leads to a weaker intestinal barrier and increased inflammation. Probiotic-rich dairy products. Introduce new beneficial strains, restore microbial diversity, reduce harmful bacteria, improve stool consistency, support vitamin synthesis, strengthen intestinal walls. People with lactose intolerance often tolerate fermented products because most lactose is converted during fermentation. This makes kefir and yogurt a gentle, accessible daily tool for supporting digestion. 2. Flax seeds, natural fiber plus. Omega-3 protection. Flax seeds are often underestimated, yet they offer a unique combination of soluble and insoluble fiber. This dual structure means they support every stage of digestion. Insoluble fiber increases stool volume, speeds intestinal transit, prevents constipation. Soluble fiber, mucilage, coats the intestinal walls, calms irritation, prevents inflammation, supports probiotics by acting as a prebiotic. Additionally, flax seeds contain lignans, powerful antioxidants that help reduce oxidative stress, which is especially important as inflammation tends to rise with age. 3. Prunes, nature's gentle laxative. Prunes' effectiveness comes from 3 components working together: fiber, softens and adds bulk to stool sorbitol, draws water into the intestines, naturally polyphenols, reduce inflammation and improve microbial balance. Regular consumption of prunes supports long-term gut rhythm without causing dependence, unlike many pharmaceutical laxatives. They are safe, natural, and effective for chronic constipation common after age 50. 4. Fiber-rich vegetables. The foundation of gut health. Vegetables provide prebiotic fibers that feed beneficial bacteria. A fiber-rich diet increases the production of short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, which reduce inflammation, support immune cells, strengthen the intestinal barrier, improve nutrient absorption, protect against colon diseases. For adults over 50, vegetables are more than nutrition. They are an essential tool for sustaining gut integrity. Additional foods that support gut health after 50. Although the 4 main foods are core essentials, adding the following can significantly enhance results. 1. Oats and oat bran rich in beta-glucans. Oats support beneficial bacteria and help regulate cholesterol, stool consistency, and blood sugar. 2. Chia seeds. Similar to flaxseed but forming a thicker gel, they hydrate the intestines, making stools softer and easier to pass. 3. Sauerkraut and other fermented vegetables. They provide natural probiotics even for those who avoid dairy. 4. Apples contain pectin, a soluble fiber that nourishes the microbiome and improves intestinal motility. 5. Legumes, lentils, beans, chickpeas. Packed with fiber and plant proteins, legumes help maintain stable digestion and long-lasting satiety. 6. Olive oil supports bile flow, lubricates the intestines, and has anti-inflammatory properties. 7. Warm water with lemon helps stimulate digestion, especially in the morning. Foods that can harm gut function. After 50, doctors emphasize that improving gut health is not only about what you add, but also what you remove. 1. Excessive red meat, hard to digest and slows intestinal transit. 2. Processed foods. They contain additives, preservatives, and low-quality fats that disrupt the microbiome. 3. Fried foods. Slow digestion, cause bloating, and provoke inflammation. 4. Too much sugar feeds harmful bacteria, increasing dysbiosis. 5. Alcohol irritates intestinal walls and disrupts microbial balance. 6. White bread and refined flour. Low in fiber and contribute to sluggish bowels. Hydration. The most underrated key to gut health. Many digestive problems after 50 are caused not by food, but by lack of water. Why hydration matters. Fiber needs water to work properly. Stools dry out without adequate fluid. Peristalsis weakens when dehydrated. Low water intake increases inflammation. Doctor recommended hydration routine. Drink a glass of warm water on waking sip water throughout the day. Increase intake when eating more fiber. Avoid overhydrating during meals. Herbal teas are a great alternative.